Hi, Shirley. How are you? Good morning.
Hey, good morning. I'm good,
Good
thank you.
morning.
How are you? Everything
Yes.
okay today?
Yes, everything okay. Everything okay. It's still cloudy, difficult to see the sun, but a little bit more let's say it's brighter. Okay, it's brighter a little bit. As you can see, I'm not actually using any lights, but anyways, it's bright. Um but yeah, I mean the weather is like not very much warm. I would say a very template weather, and it's good, right? That's normally as well what we get here. But yeah, I mean, a wonderful day. What about you? How's the weather in Maryland?
Today,
Yes,
so sunny. Yeah,
sunny again. Oh,
sunny
fantastic.
again. Probably mm, we had probably 2 weeks more for sunny. Later,
Hmm.
that's in fall, otoño.
The fall? Yes, the fall.
Yeah,
Wow,
yeah.
interesting,
There are some last day. Yeah,
interesting. Well, you have to take advantage then of the time before that season arrives, right? It's time for you to go to make picnics with your friends. Availing that the time it's sunny because afterwards it's very difficult, right, to be outside because of the um because of the wind, and also because of this trees leaves that always fall down, right, when it is that part of the year. And it's quite annoying, right, when you have to go outside, you uh, walk, and you always stand on a lot of these leaves of these trees, right?
yeah.
And
Mm,
it said in Baltimore, the when it is that part of the year, when it is that season, um, do you manage to see these brown, yellow, red leaves of the trees on the ground, or how the trees in that part of the US? Because when I was a child and I used to watch movies, every single time I saw, that season on the TV, and how the Americans show that part of the year, they always presented, let's say, fall in that manner, right? That is to say, with leaves of trees, in colors of yellow, of brown, and red. But here in Bolivia, it's like the leaves do not have that color, right? They are always brown, and that's the only color they get. But they are never yellow or red. But when I went to Seattle in the US, it was indeed that way. How are the trees in Maryland?
no, this is my fair for this
Oh yes. Oh,
neighboring
you have
really,
not.
yeah. Not yet. The trees don't shine yet. Probably
Mhm.
next month.
Yes, but
Yeah.
I mean, are they similar to the ones that we have in Bolivia, or what about the trees? Would you say they are different, at least in how they look like?
Yeah, this is different. It's not the same twigs we had in Santa Cruz de Cabroche. Aquí, I don't see in any place. So
Yes.
they are different. Yeah. Probably I see same playing for we have the like I don't know say floor como una flor. This is so
Flower.
similar. Yeah, yeah.
Mm,
Flower, yeah.
yes.
Yeah, I remember. The flower so similar the Santa Cruz. I had that in my house. So this is
Hmm.
similar in my house. Yeah. I remember
Oh wow.
that.
Yeah, interesting. Did you know that there is a city in the US that is called Santa Cruz as well? But it's in California. It's not in Baltimore. It's in California, in the other coast. Did you know that?
No, I don't know.
There's a city in California that is called Santa Cruz, and it actually
Mhm.
happened to me something very, very awkward. That the In the year that I visited the US, when I was in the airport, I brought with me a jogger that said Santa Cruz. So when I was, well, it was a pant, basically. So when I was going through the airport, the person who always checks out if you are not bringing with you some gunfire or something like that, right? he told me, hey, your pants, it says Santa Cruz, right? That's where I am from, he told me. And he was American. And I was like, but man, I am from Santa Cruz. How can you say that you are from Santa Cruz? And then I understood that there must be some place in the US that was called Santa Cruz. And I later investigated. And it turned out that in California, there is a city that is called Santa Cruz. Of course, not Santa Cruz de la Sierra, but Santa Cruz anyways. So it's
yeah. Right.
Mhm.
That's the I listened that.
Exactly. So yeah, I mean, it's like I hope that someday I can visit that place and to tell this very funny story to the people there that there is a, because actually we are also copying the name, right? Because as far as I know, the reason why this is called Santa Cruz is because Newfield Chavez also lived in a city who was called Santa Cruz, right? In Spain. So we are not actually the first Santa Cruz, right? We are not the original one, sadly. But anyways, I guess we are more famous than the one in California because we are, I mean, right now in Bolivia, Santa Cruz is the center of attention, right? It's like the city that is growing the most and that brings all the progress and stuff like that, right?
I don't listen because your internet or mine does not work well.
Oh, yes?
Yeah, this is intermittent.
Yeah, I don't see anything. Any message here? Apparently everything going good. Oh yeah, I was saying that yes, Santa Cruz is more famous. Our Santa Cruz is more famous than the one in California. That is what I was saying. Especially now. I mean, do you manage to listen to me?
No, that's okay. That I have no for that. This is
Oh yes,
my internet.
I listen to you. Yes,
This is my
yes, a
problem.
little bit. Yes, yes, I listen
Yeah.
to you a little bit.
Yeah.
Interrupted, but it's okay. Don't worry. Maybe it's because it's Saturday and people connect a lot, right? In the US, it's time for people to check out their Instagram, maybe their Facebook, and everybody is occupied. Their cell phones and the internet also um, goes very much used. Well, doesn't matter. So yes, I will say that Santa Cruz de la Sierra must be more popular than the Santa Cruz in California because of the current situation in Bolivia, right? That Santa Cruz is getting very popular because it's the city that is growing the most, technology investments, things of that sort, right? So Santa Cruz is getting very famous in a world level, I guess. Our Santa Cruz, right? Not the one in California.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Well, let's start with today's class. Yesterday we were reviewing. Oh, but before we start, what about your homework? You told me yesterday that you had some troubles, right? When I got into the platform, yes, apparently the system didn't change the state of, first of all, of the material, that is to say of your assignments, and also of the exam. So I just changed them, and I think that you were able to enter, right? But tell me about your experience. Do you manage to complete them correctly?
Yeah. I in the beginning I had the gas problem, but I told you that, but later that's fine. I did probably the middle the homework, yeah.
Okay.
But
Okay.
that's the same. That's okay now.
Okay. Very good. Very good. No, that's fantastic. Don't worry. Yes. So if you manage to at least do some part, it's fine, because as I understood, your problem was that you were not able to do anything, right? Because the platform didn't allow you to. But if it allows you and permits you to do it now, it's fine. I can sleep calmly. Very good. So what else? Okay, so don't worry, you have time to still until this midnight, as I told you. So you can complete it this afternoon, whenever you have free time. Very good. Let's get into today's homework and not homework, into today's presentation. So as I said yesterday, we were discussing a very interesting expression, supposed, right? We are supposed to, they are supposed to. And before we continue with what the slides said, I think that yesterday you brought up to the conversation a very interesting topic. That was, let me open here. Here, Google Docs. Where is it? Yeah. This one. So we were talking about suppose, right? And when we were discussing this structure, suppose with simple present, all right? You notice correctly, because it is true, that every single time, although the sentence as a whole, that is to say, the entire sentence is written with a simple present, what is different is that, what is always constant and the same is that suppose is in a past tense, supposed, right? With ed. And you ask me, what about the word without the d? What about the word suppose? What does it mean? Or how can we use it? And I told you, right? When you use it without the d, like this, I suppose tomorrow will rain, or she supposes that he is a good person. Any sentence that does not use, first of all, a verb before the expression suppose, and of course, as I say, does not utilize the past tense of the verb suppose. As I told you, it simply means I guess tomorrow will rain. I guess that we are going to be friends, things of that sort. So let me expand a little bit on this so you get it clear. So suppose without the and previous verbs. Very large title. Okay. So we're going to create this very short title key. All right, fantastic. So this is what we have. So I suppose tomorrow will rain. For example, look at this. In this sentence, are we using D in the word suppose? No, right? We are not using D. And also there is another difference with the sentences that we have been writing here. If you notice, in all the other sentences, we had a verb previous the expression suppose, right? In this case, it was always a verb to be. I am supposed to be an engineer. They are supposed to be an engineer. Mary is supposed to be an engineer. But in this case, we don't have it. It's simply I suppose. We're not using a previous verb. We are not using any verb prefacing the verb suppose. So that is, I think, the key in order to understand the difference between these expressions. When the verb suppose is not prefaced by any other verb and does not have its past tense, it simply means suponer, or something like imaginar, but in the sense of, this expression that we have in Spanish, me imagino que sí, right? Or yeah, me imagino, right? Things of that sort, not imaginar in the sense of actually imagining things, right? But in order to avoid confusion, it's better to leave it like that. Means suponer. So look at the sentence that we have here as an example. I suppose tomorrow will rain. As you can see, we are not using any verb previous, the verb suppose, and the verb suppose is not with the past tense, but in a simple present. I suppose tomorrow will rain. What does the sentence mean? I guess tomorrow will rain. Supongo que mañana lloverá. We can use the same structure for a lot of things. Let's say, she supposes he will be a good couple. Ella supone que él será, ¿qué cosa? Una buena pareja. She supposes he will be a good couple, right? She guesses, I mean, probably she is. That is, I think, very important. It expresses possibility. It expresses, in the opinion of your speaker, possibility. As you can see, this expression suppose, okay, I'm gonna write down a structure. This is yellow, better here, like this. So it's a pronoun. It's a pronoun plus suppose plus noun plus verbs. Okay, so as you can see, we are following this structure. Pronoun, suppose, yes, noun, tomorrow, verb, will rain, right? What about here? Pronoun, yes, she, suppose, we got it. Noun, he, yes, very good. And verb, will be a good couple. We got it. And in all the sentences, as I mentioned here and as I wrote here, notice surely, it expresses, in the opinion of the speaker, okay, the person who is expressing this possibility, something that is possible, but in the opinion of the speaker, notice that the person who says, I suppose tomorrow will rain, in his opinion, in the opinion of that person who says, I suppose tomorrow will rain, in his opinion, there is a possibility that will rain tomorrow, but just in his opinion. That is the reason why he's saying, I suppose. Because if he knew that it is going to rain, yes or yes, without mattering his opinion, he would say, tomorrow will rain, right? That is what he would say. Tomorrow will rain. If he would be sure that it's going to rain, maybe he saw the climate report or something like that. But the point is that if it's only his opinion, a possibility, he's going to say, well, I suppose it's going to rain, right? Or I suppose tomorrow will rain. But as I say, that is the use of this expression. Could you please help me with one? Anything that comes to your mind?
Okay, a ver. They suppose.
They suppose.
They will be win the champion.
Okay, they will win the championship. All right. There you are. They suppose they will win the championship. Yes, certainly. And why? Because in the opinion of these persons, let's give them a name, just in order for us to understand, right? Let's say Carlos, Hugo, and Ricardo. Suppose they will win the championship. That in the opinion of Carlos, in the opinion of Hugo, and in the opinion of Ricardo, they think that it's possible, right, that they will win the championship. That is what we are meaning. That is what we are trying to express. That in the opinion of these three persons here, Carlos, Hugo, and Ricardo, they consider that it's possible they will win the championship, right? But it is not a yes or yes they will. It's just their opinion, right? You get that, right, Shirley?
Yeah.
Fantastic. So this is the other possibility, that if you want to use suppose without the, right, without the past tense and without previous verbs, it's going to mean this. The simple manner, it's basically suppose, suponer, consider as a possibility, okay? But okay, if you, do you have any question here, or we can come back to the other structure with suppose?
No, that's okay.
Okay, fantastic. So this is, as I say, for the simple structure, the simple expressions that we can form with suppose. But now let us come back to the a bit more complex structure, that is this one, suppose with simple present, right? Okay. here. There's something lacking here. Now. Verb to be plus suppose plus infinitive. That's it. All right, fantastic. So let us continue this. Yeah, I think that yesterday we had finished with this. So, but before we practice with some quizzes and with some exercises, let us remind some sentences. For example, as I say, when we are using this structure, suppose with simple present, what are we trying to express? We're trying to express that, we're trying to express present and future expectations, right? That is what we said yesterday. That when we are discussing this structure, suppose with simple present, what we mean is that we are trying to express present and future expectations. And for example, in this case, expectativas del presente y del futuro, right? For example, this sentence here, I am supposed to be a good speaker, the first one. What does it mean? If I say I am supposed to be a good speaker, it means estoy supuesto a ser un buen expositor, right? So what does it mean? It means basically that I have the expectation that right now or in the future, I should be, right? That is the other word that we saw yesterday. I should be a good speaker, right? Let's remind that.
No.
Yes, should, deberías. You had some
I
questions?
don't listen well, sorry.
Oh, okay. No, I'm so sorry. Yes. So I can
do you
repeat. I can
listen
repeat.
me? Yeah.
Yes, I listen. I
Okay,
listen to
I
you, but
don't
interrupted.
listen well. You can turn off your camera.
Okay. Well, yes, of course I
Ready?
can. Yes, why not?
Yeah. You can turn
Because
off your camera.
Yes. I mean, I listen to you.
I don't.
I don't listen to you well, anyways. I mean, I listen to you interrupted. I mean, I guess it's not my internet, but I mean, yes, I can turn it off if you want. I turn it off. Okay. So I hope that is gonna help. So yeah, I mean, no, as I was saying, this is an expression that basically means should, right? That I should be something. Now, do you listen to me? Well, it has improved. Yes, a little bit.
Not a little. Yeah, a little.
Okay.
Okay, continue. Like I can answer. Like I didn't. Like I can answer that.
Okay. Well, that's fine. So yes, as I was mentioning, it's a matter of it's a matter of understanding that this expression basically means yo debería ser algo, right? It means expectations, things that should be in a manner, but they are not. They are not right now, but they should be, right? In a manner. For example, as I told this example here, Talia says, I'm supposed to be a professional. Estoy supuesta a ser una profesional. What is she trying to express? Yo debería ser una profesional. That in this time, she has the expectation, right? She should be a professional now or in the future, but no in the past. That is the difference that I want you to understand. Because there is other expression in order to express things that we should have been in the past. And that is the one that we are going to learn later. But for now, the one that we are learning is for present and future expectations. I should be something now or in the future. Okay, and this is what it means.
Okay.
Fantastic. So, for example, this example, Mary is supposed to collaborate with me. María está supuesta a colaborar conmigo. What do I mean by that? Well, it simply means that she should collaborate with me now or in the future, right? She should. What about this other one? They are supposed to sleep here or not. What do I mean by this? That now or in the future, they should sleep here. Here, okay? They should sleep now or in the future. And the last example here, I am supposed to be an engineer. Se supone, o yo, mejor dicho, estoy supuesto a ser un ingeniero. Debería ser un ingeniero, now or in the future. Now, so could you please give me an example in order to check out if you understood this? Here is the structure, by the way.
Okay.
It's noun plus a verb to be plus suppose plus infinitive.
I am supposed.
Uh-huh.
I am supposed to have a good internet.
Yes, very good. I am supposed to have a good internet. Yes. And why do you say this? Tell me. Why do you consider this is a sentence that is correct?
Porque es algo que esperaba, debería, should be.
Yes, exactly. Because you have paid, right? You have paid for it. You went to you told me the other day, right? You went to the company, you paid for your service, and you are supposed to have something good. But nonetheless, I mean, if you're having some troubles right now, that expectation that you had is not being fulfilled, right? Because you had an expectation. I'm going to have a good internet. But now, well, that is the point, right? I'm supposed to have a good internet. Very good, Shirley. Very, very good. That is the idea. What about other one with, could you please give me one with the pronoun we?
We, okay. We are supposed.
Uh-huh.
To be in the park at 5 p.m.
Okay, yes. Fantastic. Come on. There you are. We are supposed to be in the park at 5 p.m. Yeah, wonderful. And why? Because let's say we're gonna change here the we for two persons. Let's say you and I, right, are supposed to be in the park at 5 p.m. That is to say, well, let's say Clara and I. Clara and I are supposed to be in the park at 5 p.m. because Clara and you should be in the park at 5 p.m. Maybe because you have a meeting with somebody, maybe because you organize a picnic and you must be there, right? You should be there, excuse me. So that's the reason why you express this. Very good. You got it. Very, very good. Okay, so let's practice this. So I think this is also going to be fine because if your internet is not going very well, at least in this case, I don't have to speak and you just tell me what is the correct answer. So I'm gonna look for quizzes, okay, for us. Quizzes, suppose. Okay. Just a second. Okay. You're gonna here. Okay, there we are. I'm gonna share it again. Okay. Here we are. Let's go. All right, let's go. Let's see. You are supposed to get to class at exactly 9 a.m. I mean, what person would you consider is somebody who would likely say this? What person could say this expression that you have read here?
The teacher?
All right. Very good. Yes, because the teacher is telling her or his student that he should be right at class at 9 p.m. Very good. The garbage and complete the sentence.
It's supposed to be collect.
Right?
Basically.
It's supposed to be collected, right?
It.
Today. Very good, yes. Supposed to be collected, yes. Debería ser recogida hoy. You are not supposed to play loud music after midnight. It disturbs the local residents. Who could say this?
Police officer.
Police officer, okay. Very good, yes. Certainly when, I don't know, when the neighbors are making so much noise and you call the police, right? The police comes and they basically admonish, right? Your neighbors because they are making so much noise and nobody's being able to sleep because they have a party. Good. You are supposed to have you are supposed to have cleaned your room yesterday.
Parent.
All right. Very good. Yes. Because the parent is the one that says to his or his children, you should do something, right? His parents. Very good. Flight. The flight
Is supposed to leave.
okay, at 10 p.m. this morning. Okay, very good. Why? Because the person is expressing the flight or our flight should be, right, taking place at 5 p.m. What about this one?
I am supposed to send out the fears.
Yes. Very good. Yes, very good. You are supposed to only talk English in class. Oh, this is an interesting sentence.
Teacher.
Yes. Very good. What about this one? You are supposed to keep your dog on a chain in this area.
Police officer.
Okay, but now translate the sentence for me. What does the sentence mean?
Supone que tú deberías mantener tu perro con la cadena en esta área.
Fantastic, yes. What? Okay, this is a question. We're gonna learn right now how to create it, but try to guess.
Are supposed to do the fears.
Okay. Okay, so before we continue with the quiz, let us get into that, how to make questions. Because of course you can make questions with this. So how do you do questions? Well, actually very easily. When you want to create questions, the only thing that is going to change in this case is, well, of course you're going to add what, how, right? So I'm going to create here a subtitle, questions, with supposed to. So the structure in this case is going to be, let me change this. Question word, verb to be, noun, plus supposed, ed, infinitive. This is the structure. So for example, how are you, or how are they supposed to win this competition? No? How are they supposed to win this competition? ¿Cómo se supone que ellos van a ganar esta competencia? Right? ¿Cómo es que ellos deberían hacerlo? How can they expect such a thing? Right? That is what the question means. How are they supposed to win this competition? Notice the structure. How? A question word. A question word can be what, how, when, any other that comes to your mind, right? Which, any of those questions any of those questions words, it's possible and can be utilized in this structure. Then verb to be, of course, as you can see, verb to be plus noun, in this case they, plus supposed, and plus infinitive, right? That is infinitive. By infinitive, in order to remember, I mean to win, right? This is what I mean by infinitive, because if we were using, for example, winning, this would be what? This would be a gerund, right? But given that we are using the to win, that is what an infinitive is. To use a verb prefaced by to. That is what an infinitive is. How are they supposed to win this competition? All right, good. There we are. What else? Any other example? Okay, so I'm gonna give you one more, and then I'm gonna give you one. So what about what am I supposed to bring to the party? ¿Qué debería llevar a la fiesta? What am I supposed to bring to the party? What about this other one? When is she supposed to arrive? ¿Cuándo debería llegar ella a casa? ¿Cuándo se supone que va a llegar a casa? ¿Cuándo pueden haber expectativas de que llegue a casa, right? When is she supposed to arrive home? What am I supposed to bring to the party? How are they supposed to win this competition? Every single time the structure is being repeated. Question word, what in this case? Verb to be, am, noun, I, supposed, and infinitive. And the rest, of course, is complement. In this case, when, the question word, verb to be, is, the noun, she, supposed, and finally the infinitive, to arrive home. Fantastic. So any question about the structure, dear Shirley?
No, no question. That is the same, but probably you move it for the no, but that's okay.
Yes, exactly. The only thing that I am actually changing with regard to the order is the verb to be, right? Because in the other case, the verb to be was here, right? In the second place, but now it's before the I or before the pronoun. Exactly. Could you please give me an example? Any example?
I think, wish.
Okay, which?
This is color supposed to be dressed today?
Could you repeat it, please?
Okay, I don't know. That's okay, but I can repeat it.
Okay.
Which is color?
Which is the color?
Yeah.
Which is the color? Okay, which is the color? Yes, continue.
That's okay. Or do you need a specific for a person?
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay. I continue. Yeah. Which is the color supposed?
Okay. Supposed.
To bring today.
Which is the color supposed to bring today? This is this is the sentence. Yes, I got it right. Yeah. Okay, so let's check that out. Which is the color supposed to bring today? Well, I mean, in this case,
it's not clear for the case, no?
Yes, I mean, although you are respecting the structure, in this case, it's not the structure where it's failing. It's the way you are ordering the question, because which is the color supposed to bring today? It means ¿cuál es el color supuesto a traer hoy día? I mean, it could be fun.
Probably
Which is the color supposed?
I complete for the in the school.
Okay. Which is the color supposed to bring today at school? Which is the color supposed to bring today at school? ¿Cuál se supone que es el color a traer hoy día a la escuela? I mean, yes, could be fine, but maybe the es el color que se supone que se debe traer. Can you listen to me, Julie? I mean, I saw some problems.
Yeah, I don't listen well. But
Oh, I'm so sorry.
now that's okay. Before no, I can attend that what you say.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I was saying, which is the color supposed to bring today at school? This is a sentence that is fine, okay? Which is the color supposed to bring today at school? But it would be better, I mean, more understandable, if in this case would be, which is the color supposed to be brought? To be brought, in this case, okay? Because, which is the color, ¿cuál es el color supuesto a ser traído el día de hoy a la escuela? That is the way it should be read. ¿Cuál es el color supuesto a ser traído? And that is the reason why we're using to be brought, a ser traído el día de hoy. Because if we use it, which is the color supposed to bring, ¿cuál es el color supuesto a traer hoy a la escuela? Sounds a little bit weird, right? So to be brought, a ser traído, maybe in this case will be fun. But as I say, it's a matter of grammar in this case. It's not the structure. Give me one more, a simpler one. Maybe because this is a complex sentence, you got a little bit confused. But give me a simpler one, like the ones that I have proposed here. Simple questions.
When am I supposed to take my medicine?
Oh, fantastic. When am I supposed to take my medicine? So in this case, yes, it's very good. When am I supposed to take my medicine? Now, what does it mean? ¿Cuándo debería tomar mi medicina, right? When am I supposed to take my medicine? And of course, we close the sentence with a question symbol. Very good, yes. So in this case, as I said, the structure is well followed and the grammar as well. In this case, the structure was well followed, you understood, but maybe what was a little bit incorrect was the grammar, because as I say, this type of question, which is complex, must be always combined with these past verbs, which is the color supposed to be brought, a ser traído, right? Today at school. But well, it was because it's a complex sentence. But in this case, this other one that you have proposed is very well, it's simple and it works, okay? Very good. Because if you want to, for example, ask the same question to somebody in the US, you could ask it in a very simple manner, right? What color should I bring, right? That will be an easier question to make. If you want to express the same idea to somebody in the US, you should ask it in this simple manner. Always try to go for the simple sentence or the simple manners, okay, to communicate with people, because maybe for some people, well, maybe in your case not, because you are going to the university and people in the university are very much studied, right? They are people very intelligent. They are going to understand complex sentences, but to normal people, to average people, especially to Americans, they prefer simple things. What color should I bring? Not which is the color supposed to be read to at school. It's like super complex, right? It's super complex sentence. So yeah, as I say, I recommend you to always go for the simple questions. What color should I bring? If you want to express the same idea, all right? But very good in this case. When am I supposed to take my medicine? ¿Cuándo debería yo tomar mi medicina? Right? Very good. So let's continue then with the quizzes. why are you watching TV? You are
Suppose the first to be the twin to homework.
okay. All right, let's go with 11. You are not supposed to talk in this library. Who could say this?
Library.
The librarian. We're gonna have this our vocabulary here. It's a librarian. So let me right here is the librarian. Whenever you go, right? Hey librarian, could I get this book? Right? To the library in the at Johns Hopkins. Hey librarian, could I take this? Good morning, librarian. Could I take this? El bibliotecario, right? Bibliotecario. How do we pronounce it? Librarian. Like that. Could you please pronounce it for me, Shirley?
Librarian. Librarian.
No, librarian. You got it.
Yeah. Librarian.
Yes, exactly. Librarian. Very good. Librarian. Fantastic. That is the question, okay? Oh, that is the word, excuse me, the pronunciation. It's librarian. Fantastic. Let's see. You are supposed to have number plates on the back of your car. Who could say this?
Traffic policeman.
All right, traffic policeman. Very good. Is your teacher a monster? What a weird question. No, thanks. You're not supposed to take more than 3 books. Who could say this?
Librarian. Librarian.
Again, please pronounce it. How?
Librarian.
Exactly, librarian. The librarian. As if you were saying Brian, right? The librarian. But instead of saying Brian, librarian with R. Librarian.
Librarian.
Right? Exactly, yes. Librarian. Fantastic. Very good. Librarian. All right, let's continue. The librarian. Very good. The librarian. Okay. Number 14. Come on. I want this. The train was
Supposed to arrive.
very good. And notice that in this case it's using was, right? And don't worry, because next class we are going to be learning how to use it with was. And it's exactly the same. The only thing that changes is the meaning. Because when you use was, you are talking about past expectations, things that should have been in the past, not now or in the future. But it's a very, very slight difference. Don't worry. We're going to be learning about it next time. Okay? Very good. So do you have any question with regard to anything we have discussed until this point, Shirley?
No, I don't have question.
Okay, fantastic. So yeah, as you can see, that is what we're going to be learning today. I think that we have clarified the difference in this case of suppose without D and previous verbs. You did it pretty well here. And also we are, I think that you have managed to grasp very well the meaning and the use of this questions with supposed to, and also the suppose with simple present. So very good. Congratulations. Okay, fantastic. So I'm gonna save this for you. These are new documents, not September 10th. Okay. Optionalized. Okay, so here, September 10th. There you are. Fantastic. So okay, so I hope you are going to be able to finalize your homework today. I'm going to be waiting for it, and I'm going to be, reviewing the scores, and I'm going to be upgrading your your score sheet, and I'm going to be sharing it with you next class when we see each other again on Monday, right? So don't worry. Feel free to continue and to complete it until this Saturday's midnight. Okay.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
So please, before you go, I want to take your assistance and please help me with our tradition. Okay, let's go with this. And let me go for your assistance. Remind that every single class is always streamed to YouTube. So this class is already streamed. And if you go to the YouTube channel that Ruth, the coordinator, gave you, you're always going to find every single class if you want to remind something, okay?
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Very good. All right. Fantastic. Thank you very much, dear Shirley. I am going to be seeing you next Monday. Have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy this beautiful weather you're having right now in Maryland. And I see you later, okay?
Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. See you.